day to you, our esteemed followers. You are welcome to today's edition of our robust program known as Retirement Clues. I remain the promoter of this educative program, Mr. Chus Udo Okonta. We want to also use this opportunity to say Happy New Year to you, our esteemed followers, because this is our first podcast for the month of March. Today we have come again with another good topic, and in our determinations to ensure that when people retire, they retire well. And that is our commitment to continue to educate the public on what they should do in order to plan their retirement and what they still need to do even while in retirement. Because of that, today's topic we want to actually look at what people that have retired, what they should be doing. And before you even get to that level, there are still some things we feel that you should do before you even get into retirement. Today's topic, we are looking at a topic that says how to become socially responsible retiree. How to become socially responsible retiree. That is what we want to look at, because it's not just enough for you to retire, because we have many people that have retired but they are not tired and they still have a lot to contribute. That somebody is 60 or somebody are just giving his service or her service for 35 years. That does not mean that there is nothing that can still come out from that person. There are still many people that have more to give, and that is why we are looking at this topic, that even in retirement you can still be socially responsible. You can still be impacting your generation. Before we go into the topic fully, as usual, let's serve you with some update within the retirement space. We get to know from the National Pension Commission that about 24 billion naira has so far been recovered from defaulting employees. That is, the employees that hitherto failed to remit their employees contribution. Employers that have failed to remit their employees pension contribution. What PENCOM is saying is that about 24 billion has been recovered from these defaulting employers. That is just a good news, at least. And we know that when this money comes, the money goes into the retirement savings account of the affected retirees. 24 billion recovered from defaulting employers is a good one. Then the second thing we have to bring up here is the opportunity that is being created through the mortgage residential lending. The last time the National Pension Commission told us that commercial banks, about 29 of them, have been enlisted to lend money to RSA holders that actually want to own their houses through the recently mortgage policy that the commission introduced. And for you to access that 75%, because the pension industry will give you 25%, the 75% that you need from the banks will not just give you those facilities. You must take insurance to back it up, and it's an opportunity that have been created for the insurance industry. Multi-million naira opportunities that have been created for the insurance operators. I will just pray that they will be able to harness these opportunities. Going back to our topic, which we have highlighted earlier, which is how to become socially responsible retiree. This topic, I want to share an experience, of what I observed during my National Youth Service Corps. And it is very, very important that you can learn from it. You can learn from it. But before I share that experience, we want to use this podcast to actually encourage people. Don't just retire and you get tired. You just feel that, oh, retirement is a time of rest. No, you can still be doing one or two things to impart humanity within the place that you retire into. And sharing the experience, while I was serving during my youth service days, I served in Imo State. I saw something and I actually borrowed the leaf from what I saw. In the school that I served, there was an elderly man. I can't actually remember the other name now, but I think his surname is Mr. Uzubu, engineer. He was an engineer. I served in Imo State. This man was a very, 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 very good mathematician while he was in school. And he grew up, he read engineering, and he even had he established his own engineering firm. But when this man retired, and he retired into the village, he volunteered to become a mathematics teacher in the school that I served. And this man made impact because his teaching was not just coming to the pupils to come and teach them. When he's coming, he will buy chocolate, buy biscuit, and the lecture was so interesting that even the students will all look up to him coming. When he's coming, he will have biscuit. He asks you question, you answer. He gives you biscuit. He gives you money. You see how the children will always flock around this man. And mathematics became very, very interesting for the students. And the man only volunteered himself. He was not being paid. He just had an understanding with the school that this is my contribution to my community. He comes like twice or three times in a week to take the students mathematics because he was very, very good at mathematics, and I actually loved it. And from there I actually make that commitment to God, that God help when I retire, I will not just retire and just go like that. I have to choose something that I have to do even in retirement to make impact. It's not just giving out money, but I must transfer my knowledge, to the upcoming generation. And that is why we are looking at this now. How can you become socially responsible? Well, I know many retirees even within the environment that I live. They go out, go to CDA meeting and that. It goes beyond that. With the skill you have, there are younger people that you can impart. You can become, a mentor, mentoring people, on what to do. But most people don't just do it. They just retire and just stay indoor. Maybe when they have meeting, go to church, go to mosque. No, it goes beyond that. You can impart your environment. You can choose a school and begin to impart the pupils in the school. Maybe primary, maybe secondary. You can, within the community, organize students, talk to them, encourage them. All these things are impact which you will be remembered for. But before you even get to that level, there are some things we feel that you should do so that you can be socially responsible as a retiree. What should you do? Because you can't just jump into it. You must put some blocks, in place before you get to that level. The first thing we feel that you should do, you must plan your retirement life effectively. From the onset, just like as I am now, I've already made up my mind that when I retire, I must be socially responsible. You must plan it. If you want to jump into it, you will fail. You must plan it that, oh, this is what I want to do in my retirement. I must choose a course on how I will impact the younger generation, impact my environment. It's very, very key. Plan your retirement effectively so that you'll be able to achieve it. After you have done that, we still feel that part of that planning your retirement is planning not to retire tired. For many people now, before they even retire, their age, in the books will be reading 65, but naturally they are already 80. When you retire at 80 or 90, by then you cannot even make much impact. Don't just cook your age. Retire at the right time and don't retire tired, so that you can even at retirement continue to make impact, impact people within your environment is very, very necessary. Don't retire tired. Another thing is that, be good at what you do. Train yourself, because it's part of this planning we talk of. Train yourself or scale yourself, knowing that this is what I want to do. If you are a math teacher, you are a physics teacher, you are a chemistry teacher, you are into medical line, whatever you do, even any field that you are an administrator, any field you retire from, make sure that you are on top of that, so that when you are talking to people, you'll be vast and you'll be on top of your game. You make sure that you are good at what you are doing now, so that you'll be able to, those, even the children of these days, they are very smart, so that they will not just ask you question and you feel disgraced and you will not come back to the classroom again. Be good, and be current, follow the trend of what is happening. Is really necessary. You have to choose where you want to make impact. Oh, am I going to impact my church, impact my mosque, impact students through going to schools? Is it people within my neighborhood? Am I going to be conducting lectures, like even this WAEC lectures, conduct lectures? And just you have to choose where you want to make impact. It's not just everywhere. Choose area that you feel that you are good and you can really make impact. Is necessary. Then be driven by passion. Don't just be because of interest. Maybe you just want to become a politician, you just want to go into it. No, if you are doing it because of personal interest, you may not go far. Be driven by passion. I just want to do this as giveaway, to my community. It's not that you are looking at what you are going to gain from it, but what you are going to gain will be more than what you are giving. But don't just do it because of an interest. I want to become a politician, I'm projecting because of my children. No, that shouldn't be the drive. Another thing, cultivate good lifestyle. If you are a criminal before you retire and people have known you to become a criminal, people will not associate with you. Even when you come to the school, they want to do a background check of who you are. When you now come, they say, this person doesn't have good track record. He will come and deceive our children. He will come and he doesn't, when he sees small girls, he want to have affairs with them. And he's a drunkard, he's a smoker. They know you have negative tendencies and they will never take you. That is why it's very good that you have cultivate a good lifestyle, so that people will actually embrace you when you want to make your contributions. Is very, very key. Then another good thing that you need to do is that you have to be close to the people that you want to impact. Because if maybe while you are working, you don't relate with people, you just seclude yourself, fence your house, you don't talk to people, you wind up your glass, you don't really, but now you are retired, you are coming to them, say, I want to make impact. People will not take you, because they believe that, what is he looking for? When he was working, nobody even dare come near him. Is it now that because he has retired, he's living in isolation, living in loneliness, he just wants to use us to ward off his loneliness? They will not relate with you. That is why while you are working now, make sure your doors are open, relate with people, help people, because when you retire, when you come to those people, they will embrace you. It is very, very important that you work closely with people, be accessible and be humble. Is very key. It says another thing is that desire to live your life, to live this life empty. Many people die with loaded potentials, and those potentials will just go like that. You have something that you can use to impact your generation, you just carry them to the grave where it is not necessary. Just say, even when I'm retired, I still have some things I need to give. Have that quest to live this life empty. Give out everything that God has given to you. Jesus Christ gave everything for us that read the Bible. He gave everything. He died empty, and today is being celebrated. Don't carry that your talent, your knowledge, everything you have, don't take it to the grave. Give it to people that actually need it. And lastly, we say that you should ensure that you have good investment, because it is necessary. Because as you are coming to these people you want to impact, you just come and tell them stories. For people to relate with you, you must, like that Ozubu, buy biscuit for them, give them money, buy sweet for them, buy chocolate for them. Those are the things that makes you relating with them interesting. And if you don't have money for that, it becomes very difficult. These are the few things that we feel that you should do in order for you to be socially responsible in retirement. God bless you as you take this step. I remain the promoter of this program, Mr. Chusudo Konta. In case you want to get across to us, our numbers are open: 070-3325-3527 and 080-5426-9557. Our email address is ispenonline@gmail.com. Thank you as you aim to retire responsibly. God bless you as we come again your way in the future. Remain blessed.